Welcome to On Purpose.
I'm going to leave all this.
On Purpose Talk. And then you say with, and then you say with, and then I say Stanley, and you say Dandy.
Okay.
Okay.
Welcome to On Purpose Talk with
Stanley
and Dandy.
That's cool.
This is it's been a long time coming. I think it's gonna, I don't know. It's definitely challenging us a little bit because we tend to be kind of private. You think?
Pretty private, I think. Yeah.
What do you think we're gonna get out of this talk?
I don't know. Hopefully good stuff.
Yeah. I kind of like the name of the podcast, On Purpose Talk. We want to do things with intention, right?
Definitely.
And I think this is kind of purposeful. We wanted to bring, I don't know, awareness about, what's going on with us, what's going on in our city.
In the community.
What are people doing? Mm-hmm. We want to meet new people.
Yes. Friends.
And our friends, our current friends.
Yeah, we want to keep our friends because apparently we're always busy. And
well, we have great friends. I think we have people that love us and care for us, but I think this year we want to make it more intentional where we want to even be around them more, maybe,
Yes.
Yeah. This is just going to hopefully open to a whole lot of new friends.
Yeah, it'll be like a reason or a motive to like meet up with our friends and talk about, just about anything and everything.
Right.
So I think it'll be a good thing.
Yeah. We've had a lot of discussions about this. More arguments than that. About making this podcast so it's a reality. So it's kind of surreal. You might see our pups in the background. They just they like to dwell where we dwell.
Yes.
Who do I have behind me?
Linus.
Oh. My gordo.
Yeah. Our cute babies. Those are our babies.
Yeah.
Because our baby is 22 years old now and he's no longer a baby.
It's going to be 22 next week?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Time flies. I remember when he was like 10 years old. That's as far back as I can remember for the most part. But
yeah. He's a big boy now.
We're going to have to get used to this rhythm that we're doing here.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
And we want it to be as natural and as real as possible. We don't want to like practice or anything like that. We pretty much that's what this whole podcast is going to be about: being real, being who you are, and being okay with it.
Yeah.
I think
we still have a Christmas up, by the way.
Yeah, I'm waiting for January 6th, which is the Three Kings Men Day.
So what is that? What's a Three Kings Day?
It's it's really not a Mexican tradition. It comes from Spain, and then it evolved to Mexico, Central America, and a few other countries. It's not as popular here in the States, but being that I am Mexican and I have Mexican roots and traditions, I like to celebrate the Three Kings Men, which is El Día de los Reyes. And it's pretty cool. It's kind of like a whole Christmas all over again. I don't know how it happened that it turned out to be on January 6th. I'm guessing because of the culture and everything. Like maybe people thought, hey, after Christmas sales, we buy our kids our gifts or...
Well, I think it's also because I don't think the three wise men were there at the manger scene. They showed up later.
Right.
Right. So I think they kind of estimate, I have no idea how they did this, but they estimated their arrival later.
I think it's something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, I like to put my own twist to it.
Right. I mean, for the most part, it's very rooted in Catholicism, right? So I know you take away a lot of that religious kind of
I don't
aspect to it.
Yeah, no, I don't do, even when I do the posadas for Christmas.
We had a posada this year, actually. It was kind of nice. Thank you for everybody who showed up.
Yes, it was
all our
fun.
friends. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
That was a lot of people.
Yeah.
We don't have a big place, so a lot of people, it tends to be kind of
Yeah.
crowded. But that's kind of what you wanted.
Definitely. Yes.
I was scared. See, I'm a type of dude that's like, oh, it's kind of a lot. I don't like making people uncomfortable. That's just the type of person I am. But you're like, no, the more the merrier. That's how they do it. And
Definitely. You in Mexico, you have like blocks of people, like the whole community comes out. And I mean, I know I can't make it that way, but I think that it shows, community. It shows like how you just want to share, with your friends, and you want to make it as lovely as possible and as fun, and come together, have pozole and have tamales. And
oh, the food was amazing.
yes, it was.
That's the best part about
Yes.
Latino celebration is the food. I mean, I know there's a lot of tradition. I didn't even know that turkey and ham was a thing for Christmas either, because I thought that was only Thanksgiving. As I got older, I got to realize that was also a tradition. And I'm like, this is weird. I mean, it's just weird because I already had that for Thanksgiving. You're going to do it again for Christmas. So, I don't know. Latinos tend to go all out with their food, and I don't know. It's just delicious. I can eat that forever. And then your mom was here, so I was like...
Yeah, she made the pozole, and it was great. And then Abby brought the tamales. Oh my goodness, they were so good.
If you're listening to this, if you ever get a chance to hear it, thank you so much. That was delicious.
Yes, everybody loved them. Everybody was asking about them.
That was really good.
Yeah.
It was. But so the posada was kind of different because I think that was my second posada I've ever done with you.
Mm-hmm.
That was my second posada I've ever done, period. But it's also supposed to be, the posada means what? The inn?
An inn, refuge. Yeah. The whole thing is about the reenactment of Mary and Joseph, their travels, throughout trying to find a place to give birth to Jesus. And at first they went looking around and nobody would take them in. And finally they came around.
Not that they didn't want to. I think it was packed. Everybody had to go back to their cities.
Right. I mean, we don't know. We weren't there. We don't know exactly the motives, but...
Well, the Bible does say that there was a census. And so everyone had to go back to their origin of birth.
Okay.
That's what happened.
Oh.
So that's what Joseph was from Bethlehem. He had to go back to Bethlehem. And the thing is, everybody at the same... So while they're doing the census, for some reason, everyone had to go to their birthplace. So it was like saying, if we took a census and go, okay, wherever you were born, you have to go back to that city. So I would have to go back to LA. So imagine everybody in Phoenix that's from LA had to go to LA at the same time. So all the hotels are taken. All the inns are gone. So it's not that they didn't want to, it's they were booked.
And also it was to fulfill the writing, right?
Well, the prophecy.
He was supposed to be born and be put in a manger.
Right.
So that's the beauty of it. That's awesome.
That is kind of cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's pretty much what a posada is.
So a posada is...
That. We try to, think about that moment. Try to, just kind of meditate on it a little bit and be grateful and along with that, celebrate. Like, wow, he's born. Finally, they found a place. He's born, and you know what? Let's celebrate. Let's, this is the king entering in, this world. And so that's pretty much what a posada is, like the celebration of his birth and the aftermath and everything that, came along with it.
Yeah.
Which is salvation and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so what do you do in the posada?
Well, you break piñatas. Definitely you share.
Candy.
Yeah. And little gifts that I like to put inside.
My favorite were the little, she put little tequila shots.
Tequila bottles.
Tequila bottles and all little small.
For the adult piñatas. Let's not scare people.
Kids, not for kids. That's true. Bring your kids to our parties.
Yes.
They'll be safe.
To just kind of go back on that, we had 2 piñatas, which is one for the adults and one for the kids. Right. And of course, for the kids, I put toys and, candy and all that good stuff. But then for the adults, I wanted to put little gifts and little stuff for adults that usually you know that you need, like essentials, like little lotions and stuff like that for your hands that you carry on your purse. Just things like that you need them and you never want to buy them for some reason. So I'm like, what, I'm just going to throw that stuff in there. Like, what I think I put beanies and, like we said, tequila bottles. Those will keep you warm.
Yeah, they will. Especially if you pop like a few of those little ones.
Yeah.
I didn't even get one.
No.
You have to buy me one.
Yeah, I will.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
So anyhow, that's pretty much what the Pasada consists of. And it's mainly just to come together, too, and have a good time and see your friends.
Right.
And celebrate together, eat together.
That was a nice thing. I think it's kind of cool to see a community come together, even though it was packed with friends. And we had some neighbors, too.
Yes, we did.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually it would be nice to have all the neighbors involved.
That'd be awesome.
But I think it was a nice little education for those who don't know what a posada is. And it was like, I was kind of like, I don't even know what the heck is going on. But all right, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and a few of our friends were like, what is a posada?
What's a posada? Pasada.
Yeah. And so I just kind of wanted to, more than explain, I kind of wanted to show them, like, just come along and just have a good time.
Right.
Yeah. So, but anyways, and then going back to the King's Day.
Oh, yeah.
That's a whole other
6th.
ordeal. And I always say
By the way,
this.
happy 2020, everybody.
Yes, happy 2020, happy New Year. And just to kind of, just to kind of go back on what happens on King's Day. The thing is that I always say, I think just us, like Mexican people or Latino people, I think we're just making up excuses to always celebrate and have fun and have parties.
You know what? That's every culture.
You think so?
Of course. Every culture. I mean, I love my white people friends, but Cinco de Mayo, who are the ones that are partying the hardest?
That's right.
White people. I mean, it's just, I think we find any little excuse to St. Patty's Day. Like, it's that to me is like a celebration. I have no idea what we're celebrating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not even Irish.
Yeah, but we celebrate.
But everybody's Irish for some reason. So it's
and
like,
we make sure we wear green.
Correct. So I never do. But it's just kind of weird. Like, just, I think every culture has their excuses for partying. I think that's awesome.
That's true.
I would like to see what other traditions are out there on Christmas that people celebrate. That's aside from the typical Santa, and posadas and see what else is out there. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. I agree.
I don't know. What you got going on for this year? I mean, I know, but they don't know.
Just a little bit of everything. I think I want to do it all. I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but...
Do you have resolutions?
You know how I feel about that. I do.
Right. How do they feel?
Well, I feel like you just do things, because you can go ahead and like make a list, and if that helps you, that's great. But to me, I've done it before in the past where I write a whole bunch of stuff, and then like maybe mid-time, like through the year, I look at it and I'm like,
You write a lot, actually.
I do, but I'm not talking about what the stuff I write. I'm talking about my list that I like to, yeah.
She does write a lot. I always tell her you should have like a blog, although blogs are dead for the most part. But like, I don't know, like something that you can put your thoughts out there and maybe eventually a book.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things that I want to, even if it doesn't happen this year, I want to start concentrating more on that because I have started writing some stuff. I want to do like, it's been an ongoing thing, like maybe 2-3 years now that I thought about writing a children's book. And then another one kind of, I don't know if it's a autobiography. I mean, I don't know. But I do want to talk about kind of like what's happened in my life, my childhood and the things that I went through. And I don't know, just stuff like that.
Yeah. Why is it that we don't do resolutions? I think you back me up in this. Resolutions tend to be like almost like a temporary thing or like a thing that people set out to do and then the month is gone.
Right.
I think we just believe in life goals, right?
Yeah.
And whether you start on that this year or not, doesn't matter. But a lot of people get discouraged because like, oh, I'm going to start the first,
right?
You know, and then the first just happened. We're on the second today,
Yeah.
and then it just becomes like I didn't do anything, so forget it. I killed it
Right,
already.
right.
And then it's like,
And the whole
my
momentum is gone.
My excuse of I'm gonna work out every Monday.
Yeah.
Monday comes. Let me tell you, for the last 2 years, I've been wanting to work out every Monday.
Right.
Every Monday, I'm like, it's new. I'm gonna start. But in all reality, you're not supposed to wait. Just start. Just do it.
Yeah, you start right now, today, you know, whenever you want. And that's that. And I guess it's happened because we've already tried. Well, you know, I mean, I don't know. It might be a good thing, you know.
No, but do we do it?
Do we do it? No. Monday comes and we don't do anything.
Well, you know, besides
that's
Monday,
your day off.
goals.
You want to just relax and not do anything.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Yesterday, I didn't want to do anything. Yesterday was the first. I just didn't want to do anything.
Uh-huh.
I think...
Uh-huh. That's so true.
You were probably the more hyped up yesterday, I have to say. And yesterday I was just not. I think I was just more in a chill mood. And
see, that's perfectly fine. Like,
I know,
you know, that's
but
how
sometimes
life
it
should
does.
be.
Like, sometimes it does mess with me in my head.
Well, I mean, you do work a lot.
Well, what kind of encouragement can you give to someone whose spouse maybe is like all hyped up to go and the other person feels tired and maybe not up for it? What's a good way to encourage?
I mean, you can encourage, but, you know, you also have to be patient. You know, I mean, I know I get a little, when we both talk about, yeah, let's do this. And, you know, and then that day or Monday comes around and then you're like super tired. I can't expect you to, like, I have to understand that maybe you just want to chill that day. And sometimes we're not going to be in the same mood the same day.
Yeah.
You know?
But, you know, some people get tired a bit. They get mad.
Well, I can get...
I know you'll get frustrated sometimes with me and vice versa. It's happened vice versa too.
It does. But I guess that's when patience comes in, right? I mean, what can we do? We're not going to, like, force each other to do things we don't feel, or we're not up for it, or probably we'll do it, but we're not going to do it all the way, you know? Like, right. We're not going to...
I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, you know, there are people who will get that kind of, like, snap back from the spouse, you know?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you know, we're human. We're going to snap at each other and say, what the heck? You said you were going to, like, you know, we were going to do this and that. What happened? But, I mean, you just make the best of it. Like, what did yesterday when I saw you that you were, like, not up for doing anything, I was like, all right, well, then I'm just going to do my thing, and I'm going to go in the kitchen and just, you know, cook my food. And
that's not her only thing, but that's one of the good things we do.
Yeah. Plus, cooking for me, it's, yeah, it can be therapeutic, but that's just for me, you know?
Right.
So it helps me to, like, keep my mind busy, do my things, and then I love the aftermath when we're eating and everybody enjoy their meals. So,
that's my favorite part.
Yeah. But I mean, what's happened where we do get mad and we just kind of have to, I mean, I've spoken my mind. I've told you before, like, babe, you said this and that. Like, what the heck? And then he'll tell me, well, I'm not in the mood. And then what do I do with that? Well, there's nothing I can do, you know? So, I mean, yeah, sometimes you need to express it. But sometimes if you already know that person, you just kind of have to, you know, let it be.
Well, there are times when I'm not in the mood, but you'll start doing whatever Kobe had said out, and you're like, oh, it's cool. And, like, you don't really, you know,
right,
get bugged by it. And then I just go, you know what? I should just help her. Like, I don't know if it encourages me or if it's kind of go, you know what? Let's do it. She's doing it. Like, I'm seeing you move. And that kind of energy around the house, like a movement and doing stuff, makes me like, okay, I should get my ass up.
That's cool.
No?
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's the best way where I don't have to, you know. I mean, in the end of the day, it's, you know, it's kind of on you.
Yeah. By the way, we are in our living room. There is no soundproof, so you just heard a car. We have, like, the main street right there, just right behind our yard. So did you hear that car?
Mm-mm.
Oh, so I'm letting everybody know. I heard it. It's not a sound studio in here. It's pretty much our living room. This is where we chill. This is the sofa where I hang out. Usually, as soon as I sit down in this couch, my pups already know. I got one of them is behind me, and the other one's over there. She's all looking at us.
She's so cute.
She's sleeping. That's our little puppy kids. They're like kids.
Yeah, but they're not puppies, but we call them puppies because...
Yeah, they're 2. They already turned 2, but they still have puppy faces.
They do, and I think they're always going to have those faces.
Yeah.
Where they're just so cute.
It's a rare breed.
Yeah. I know everyone always tells us, for real.
Yeah. Oh, so Linus had like a tummy infection and like last week.
A bacteria.
Yeah. And so we had to take him to the emergency room, which I had never gone to a dog emergency room, which it's like a human emergency room because they take just as long.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. And he was like, he was in pain. I could tell he was in pain. He was just not himself. But all the doctors and the nurses were going crazy for him.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, one of them came, right? And it was like, I just want to tell you, everyone's loving on your dog right now because he's so freaking cute. I'm like, yeah, that's usually the reaction.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine us. We can't say no to him. Well, we have to, but sometimes hard because they give us the sweetest angel faces.
Yeah, they do.
They do. That's kind of our little children.
Yep.
We don't have little children anymore.
No, we don't.
No. So that's our little children kind of. But
which we shouldn't. What does Caesar always say? We want to humanize our doggies.
All right.
Yeah.
We watch Caesar Milan.
A lot.
We love that dude. That dude's awesome.
He's awesome.
Well, there's something about balance. Something about a person that has so much balance in their life. Lately, I feel like we've been getting drawn to meeting with or talking with a lot of people who are very balanced in their life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it comes to a point where chaos and disbalance just kind of throws
everything off.
Yeah. And so anybody who has a purpose and wants to fulfill it will not do it unbalanced. Like it, I don't know. I'm seeing that a person that understands balance, and I'm talking about, you can be juggling your life balance, but also balance in the mind. It's a mind thing, where they understand the things that don't matter to accomplish purpose doesn't need to be anywhere in their life. Like they take it off, and we'll make nonsense important, and we accomplish nothing with it,
Right.
And I thank God that I can do music for a living and I can do what I love for a living. But there's so much more that I want to do with it, And I know the same thing with you. And one of the things that we tend to tends to hold us back is the fact that we'll make something that's not important for our purpose important in that moment, and we spend our time and energy doing that, and then we gain nothing from it for what we want to do. Do you understand? So meeting people, I think, who have purpose and balance has become very important for us. I don't know.
Yeah, of course. We always talk about like, let's learn. Let's learn about all this feedback that they can give and experience. I mean, come on. And we just have to be open-minded. I think as we grow older, we start thinking of the things that are, the things that are really truly important, which is those things that help you to stay positive, help you to stay,
And that's a hard one.
Yeah.
Positivity is a lot more harder. It's a lot harder than it seems, because negativity is just almost like a default, I feel.
Yeah, well, you see it everywhere. And
well, not only that, you kind of go into a default mode when you was like, oh, well, just,
Right.
I don't know. And to stay positive in spite of negativity or even a wrong turn. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you failed, you learn from it, you're responsible, you get up, you keep going, and you don't lose focus. As opposed to, I fail, I suck, what did I do? Why did I do that? And you keep pondering in that. And it becomes like a thing in you where you can't let it go and you can't move forward.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So it becomes a natural thing to be negative also because we have so many people who hate on others as well. And it just becomes a vocabulary like, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of being of encouragement, instead of being of, hey man, you can do this.
Right.
Hey man, move forward. You know what I'm saying? And I think we need more people who encourage each other and be a community of encouragement than to be a bunch of haters. I mean, there's enough haters, I think. And
oh my goodness, yeah.
right. And by default, people just don't want to see others succeed before them. That's the other thing. Like, we'll say misery loves company, but then we say, the haters will hate, blah, blah, blah. But the haters are hating because they're doing it first.
Mm.
They're doing it before they're doing it. And so they'll hate because they got there first. They'll hate because they didn't do anything. They didn't move their ass. And the other person's doing it.
Mm.
When it's something they wish they would have done. I don't know. It could kind of be that, I think.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and then those are the important thing about making choices, like kind of like how we've decided, like, okay, you know what, let's try to surround ourselves with positive people, with people that are going to uplift us. Like, one of this last year, one of the persons that have really, like, I sat down with her like maybe 2 hours, and it was so uplifting, and that is Tracy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tracy Celaya.
Yeah, she is awesome. I believe she should be like a motivational speaker, or like,
maybe we'll have her here.
Yeah, that'd be so
Tracy,
cool.
if you're listening.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll invite you and you'll come and sit and talk with us.
Yeah, like, she had so much feedback to give, and she was so, like, positive and uplifting, and, like, she really poured out into me. Like, I really felt like her conversation to me that night was just something else. It gave me, like, a boost. It gave me, like, oh my goodness, like, you're right. Like, where have I, like, there's times that you know the things that you're capable of doing, and then you kind of just store them away and you put them there. And then once in a while, you always need somebody to kind of remind you or push you a little bit to just like, hey, keep going, like, don't stop. Well, she did that and more. Like, she was just really insightful. Like, I really appreciated that time I did spend with her, because she's just something else.
I think we have gems here in Phoenix.
Yes, we do.
That I hope we can bring here to also share what they have to say and give.
Yeah.
Just like Tracy inspired you, have people, her and people like her, to come inspire people. I think that's kind of what we want to open this platform for.
Yeah, that was one of the main reasons.
Come here. He wants to get down. Should I go over there?
Come here, my good boy.
I'll go get him.
He's fine. He'll stay there.
All right, you continue the conversation while I get him.
Okay. Well, I'll carry on with that. That is true. One of the reasons why we decided to start this podcast is for that, so that we would bring, our friends and people we have met that are very, like, all for encouraging one another, and we love that. We're for that too. We believe that everybody has a purpose. We believe that they have gifts and talents and so much to offer, and sometimes they're being stored away or put away because of something that happened or a setback, and then they never kind of get back into the swing of things. So I think it's very important that we do uplift each other, that we encourage one another, that we're always speaking that we cultivate and bring out the best out of people, and not the other way around.
Right.
I think that I mean, we want to do something for the community. That's one of the best things that we can, kind of do. Set a little platform, a little.
This is a platform, yeah.
Yeah. So
different.
Yeah, I mean, and something that we don't, like you said in the beginning, we're pretty private with our lives. So I think that's.
I want you to know we have a lot of podcast conversations. Because I love breakfast. So I'm a breakfast kind of guy, and a lot of times we'll go and talk, right?
Yeah.
So this is different. We don't have lights. We don't have mics. I don't have a piece of computer in front of me recording our audio.
Right.
And so, I mean, these are conversations we usually have, and we talk, and we dwell, and we dive, or whatever,
Yeah.
And we just decided to put it on a mic.
Yeah.
And share it with you guys. So, it
was, a couple of friends that we would talk about. They'd say, "Why don't you guys start a podcast? Or why don't you guys, do something?" And
right.
we shared it with a couple of friends, and they're so cool. They were all like, "Just do it, guys. You guys, just, we all have something to say." Because at first we're like, "What are we gonna say?" No, you know what? We all do have something to say, and it's good. It's good to share.
Right.
Yeah, it's good to dialogue and communicate and come together and. At the same time, we get to see each other. We get to, catch up and everything. So
yeah,
I think it's going to be
with
a good
friends,
thing.
not with us.
Yeah, yeah.
We're hanging out all the time.
Yeah. So
that's for the most part.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm looking forward to it. We're excited about it. I think that.
I hope you guys will join us.
Yeah.
In our journey.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an important thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Subscribe. Make sure you subscribe on the podcast. We'll see where this goes. And this is our first time. Yeah, first time literally pressing record on both of these, on audio and video.
Right.
And going at it. I mean, I'm nervous. I'm nervous only because this is a different thing. I can sing and perform, no problem. Even if you're ignoring me while I'm singing and performing, I'm used to it. I can take anything you throw at me for the most part, but this is a little different. You have to talk and you have to share, and sometimes it becomes a little vulnerable. It feels a little vulnerable. It feels a little more exposed than normal. That's just my truth,
Right.
And so, it's a little different, but I want to get the hang of it. I want to get to know everybody who's willing to join us in this journey and willing to, give us feedback and say, what they think, what they want to hear, what they want to do. And I want to also hear stories out there. I want to, obviously we're going to have our friends come in, people that I look up to because they're doing it. I want to inspire you to do what you are made to do. Everybody's made to do something. I don't believe that we are not here on this earth for no reason. We are here on purpose. And that's what this talk is about. On purpose talk. And I want you to meet my friends and our friends and her friends and people that inspire us. And if there's friends out there that we don't know, we want to meet you, and I want to see what you're doing. I want to talk to you, and we want to engage with you and
talk about everything.
Yeah. It's not going to be, I don't know, we're not limited to anything.
No, when we were talking about it and, doing the podcast, we were like, so what is going to be our topic or what's going to be? We said, you know what, everything goes. I mean, we all have a purpose. I mean, I guess that's why, we called it On Purpose. Because we all do have a purpose and we believe in that. And so we want to know your purpose. We want to know what you're all about, your dreams, your ambitions, your everything. We want to get to know you. We want to get to know you better. And I think this is a cool way to do it.
Hopefully you guys will get to know us too.
Yeah.
We won't be so tense like we are right now.
Yeah.
You think we're tense?
I don't know. I feel pretty relaxed. I feel fine.
I'll tell you what. We don't talk like this, sitting down like this. We usually have a coffee in hand. And
yeah. That's true.
or relax or eating something. But maybe I'll eat in front of you guys. Apparently I have a gift. When I eat, people want to eat. So maybe for people who have trouble eating, I'll make you hungry.
Yeah, maybe not. It might not be a good thing for a lot of people.
Maybe it's not. Oh, that's true.
People that are trying to like not gain weight and.
Do you want to wrap it up?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
you for
tuning in.
listening to us. And like we said, any feedback, it's welcome. We want to get to know you if we don't know you, and our friends. Some of you know already that, there's going to be invites, of course, and we're excited. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, you can catch her on Instagram, Dandy Things with a Z at the end, and me, Stanley Serrano, and say hello.
Yes.
All right. Take care.
Take care, guys.